Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So firstly, excuse the state of me, being a whole weekend of just dog walking and gardening, so maybe I should have made more of an effort for you guys, but sorry I didn't. Anyway, what I thought I'd do in this video was a bit of a review and information and just how I use a particular item. And I've kind of positioned this as almost, is this the ultimate SLG or small leather good? So what I thought I would do for you was a bit of an overview and review of the Louis Vuitton Mini Pochette. Now you get these in all of the different canvases and they also do some limited editions. So I originally was just going to go for a plain monogram one to match a load of my other Louis Vuitton SLGs. I absolutely love Louis Vuitton for the SLGs. I know Chanel has some good ones as well, but I do feel that with Louis Vuitton they're really good quality, they're really hard wearing, and they're quite versatile. So this is my Mini Pochette. Now I was with my bestie Lorna and we were going to Dubai and we were in Heathrow Terminal 3 and I went to try and get the plain monogram one. They didn't have any in store, but what they did have was this one, which is the Christmas Animation Limited Edition. So it is a monogram one, but as you can see there, it's got really cute giraffes on. I love the pink and white colouring as well. I think that looks really nice. And I just like the little, you know, the little handbags. You've got the City Steamer, you've got the Alma. So yeah, I just thought that was quite cute. And I also really like the pink that you've got on the end there where it says Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France. So I'll give you a bit of an overview. As I said, this is a small leather good by Louis Vuitton. I'll give you the measurements first and then I'll tell you a bit more about it. So, first off, handy tape measure. The measurements are, the width of this is, and I'll do it from seam to seam because I know that it squishes out a bit, but seam to seam is basically 15 centimetres or 6 inches. The height is, I'd say, 10 centimetres or 4 inches. And then the depth, the widest bit is, I'd say, just over an inch. So yeah, so just under 3 centimetres, sort of between two at the widest point, and then at the top here it narrows to 2 centimetres or 3/4 of an inch. So that's its dimensions. I'll tell you a bit more about it. So it's basically very simple. Basically it's a pouch, as you know, as the name suggests. So you've got one zip compartment there. It opens out to just like a brown canvas lining, and then it's got a chain here which just detaches there if you wanted to, so you could put it on there and just have it on the end like that if you wanted to, and you could use it as a wristlet. So that is that. Now, what do I use this for? So I'd say generally I use this as a cosmetic pouch in my smaller bags, and I brought with me a bag to show you just that. So here is my well loved, used, cherished Clooney BB in saffron. So this is the BB size with the lovely blue lining. So if I just pop this in here, you can see and show you, try and show you anyway. You can see there, it goes in and there's quite a bit of room. So it means I've got room for the rest of my stuff, and it's not taking up too much room. This also fits, and I use this inside my medium large size classic Chanel double flat bag. And again, a lot of cosmetic cases I find are too big, too chunky, too tall, too fat to fit in some of the smaller bags. So often I will use this as a cosmetic case. So if I'm doing that, what do I put in? I've got a few bits and bobs here, so I will show you typically what can go in this. So I have a Chanel mascara, pop that in. I have a it's a by Terry mascara. I meant to bring a eyeshadow, but what the hell, similar size, we'll bung that in as well. And then I've got a Charlotte Tilbury lip liner, and this is in Pink Venus. Love that colour, and that goes really well with my Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, and this is Bitch Perfect. Again, a great colour. For those of you that like Pillow Talk, again, you'll love that really, really nice classic pinky nude. Really good. And then to go with that, I also have a Charlotte Tilbury lip gloss, and that is in the colour Sweet Stiletto. Again, that goes, all three go really well, so I'll pop that in there. I might also take with me, as you can see the theme here, if I'm going out after work, a miniature foundation there. So pop that in. And I might want some perfume. So I've got a little travel perfume, not much in there. That goes in. I might want to reapply my blush, so I've got a little NARS miniature blush there in the colour Orgasm, which is again classic colour, really good, recommend that. I've got an Hourglass bronzer. I'll open that up and show you, because again this is beautiful. Again, this is a travel version, which I bought deliberately. One, because it was cheaper and I want to see how I got on with it, but just look at all the colours. Absolutely love that. So that will go in as well. Now to apply those, I'm going to want a brush, and I've got here it's a Body Shop brush actually, but it's retractable. So really good, nice soft brush and very compact. I've got the By Terry Kabuki brush as well, which does the same mechanism, but it's quite fat. So probably okay to put in like a bag, just loose, and you know it's protected so it's not going to get your bag messy, but for this, a bit small. We're getting a bit full now, you can see, but not bad. So that's probably about as much as I'd fit in. Possibly get a hand sanitizer here, which I got from Sephora. Possibly, but you can see it's pushing it a bit. So we've got the bronzer there. We might do it. No, that's probably could if I rearranged it a little bit better. Probably pushing it a bit, but just with all of that makeup, you can see that goes in. So if you want to just pop out, you know, within there you've got your foundation, you've got your eyeshadow, you've got your mascara, you've got your bronzer, you've got your blush, and you've got 3 lip products. I don't think that's bad. So that's how I'm going to use it as a cosmetic pouch. Now typically I wouldn't have quite all of that. Often I'm lazy, as you can tell, with mascara. I hate removing mascara, I don't know why, so if I don't bother putting that on before I go out, I typically don't bother at all. So that's one use, and they're really great. So I really want a Demier Azure one as well to go with my new Graceful MM, but that's that. The other way you could use it, actually I'll just tell you with one of the things with that, and one of the advantages I find, is that I get the train, I commute into London every day, and I'm not a morning person. So normally base is done, setting powder, that's about it. So a lot of that stuff generally does come with me on a daily basis. One of the things I love about this is typically you don't get a seat on going into London peak rush hour. So you're standing, or I might over rush, get to the station a bit early and I'm still waiting for the train for a couple of minutes. What you can do, what I love about this, is because of the chain, so unlike normal cosmetic pouch, with the train, I can hook it through my arm with it open, so I can take stuff out and use it whilst holding it still, and not everything's there, easy, and I'm not dropping it, I'm not having to bend down to get things out of my bag and that, because trying to apply makeup whilst holding a big handbag isn't easy as well if you're not wearing a crossbody one. So anyway, that's my little handy hint there. It's very useful. So the other thing that I could use it for is to put in just a few bits and bobs, literally as a catch-all for some pouch, a catch-all pouch. So I've got here a Mont Blanc pen in its holder, so that will go in. That's pushing it, but it will go in. I then might put in my key clay. I might also then handily want my travel card holder, or another access card to the building or something, so that will go in as well. It's a little bit, these items are a little bit fat, but it does go in. And then finally I might just squeeze in this, which is my little handbag hook. Got a little grippy bit there. Got that off Amazon for, I don't know, £2–3. Anyway, so I might want that and just pop that in there too. And again, that will zip up quite easily. So like I say, I find this to be a very versatile piece. The only thing that I'd say it's not good for, and the only negative I would have is sometimes I would like it to be just a little bit bigger, literally like another centimetre on each dimension. You know, if for example I want to get in a compact, I can get a compact in, but I'd have to take some stuff out because of how it changes the shape, just because you haven't got much give. So that would be the only thing really that I would improve if I had to, and that way it would also fit my phone in. As you can see, I've got the iPhone X and I've got a Louis Vuitton case on it. Now if you look, it's very close to fitting, very close. But you see that it won't. If I take the phone out of the case, it does go in here, just. And I say that, it will really limit anything else you want to put in here, because it literally just goes in. It does then obviously change the shape and it just restricts what else can go in here, but it does. But then a lot of the time you can just put your phone in your pocket. Yeah, I actually took the dog for a walk the other day and I wanted a few bits with me, so I put poo bags as well as, you know, other bits and bobs and keys and this, that and the other, and I just too much to put in pockets. I wanted it all in one place, so I literally just took this, put it over my arm like so, and just shoved my phone in my back pocket and I was sorted. The other thing that I found out whilst doing that is, like I say, I normally just use the chain to grab it by, or you could use it as a wristlet. The other thing I found is I can actually wear this on the shoulder. See? So I know I'm on the smaller side and I'm just wearing a jumper. If I was wearing a big coat, I probably wouldn't get away with it, but I can just do that. And again, that's really handy because it's nice and snug. How it fits is nice and snug, and you can do stuff easily without it falling off. Again, I found this out whilst walking the dog and trying to use the poo bags to pick something up, and whilst also holding on to the dog who's still a puppy and was trying to move, and I didn't want something on my arm just swinging about, so just by doing that it made it much easier. The other good thing, and I know some people have said that the chain gets in the way, but the other good thing with the chain is, there was another morning I was using my Cleany BB for work, which is probably a little small for all your daily essentials for a whole day, and you know, 2 phones and everything that I need. And I also normally have a packed lunch, and I didn't think it through. So I had everything packed nicely, this was all in there with my makeup, and then I tried to put my lunch in and it wouldn't fit. And I was struggling, I was running late, so I literally fell out of the house, ran to the station with my Clooney sort of like the open and flapping, and it was like extended full and wasn't good. Anyway, when I got onto the train, I sorted it out a bit. And what I realised I managed to do was to fit all my daily essentials and my lunch in here, but without this. But what I did was I actually attached this to the outside. So I unhooked it from there. Let's try and do this and show you. And basically threaded it through there, threaded it through here, clipped it back on, and there you go. And I didn't think that looked too bad. I thought that looked quite cute actually. I thought all the colours went. So yeah, so another thing you can do with this and with that having the chain is to just use it as a little hook on. Don't know if you wanted it higher. Could this go? Could I put that? I was trying to see if I could hook it through the other way, but then I couldn't do it through that one. So you could hook it back that way and then just have it swinging that way as well, but I think I prefer it the other way. So, would I recommend the Mini Pochette? Yes, I would, and I would recommend it in any of the canvases. I really would. Probably if you've got demi-osure, which I do want, you've got to be a bit more careful in terms of any colour transfer from inside a bag. If you had like a, you know, like a bright red interior, something like, you know, if you had it inside, say a demi-ebene Speedy with the red inside, you probably got that might mark on the demi-osure. But you know, in terms of the demi-ebene or the monogram, really hard wearing, look nice, really versatile. I think that's what makes this such a good item, is it's cute and it's so versatile. You can use it for so many different things. Carry it in, like I say, different ways. I can carry mine on the shoulder, in the crook of my arm, inside a bag, as a wristlet, on the outside of a bag. So that's really useful, and it just, you know, I like things organised. I'm not a rummager, and for me that's what makes these so good, whether I use it as a cosmetic case or for just other bits and bobs really. So yeah, so it's not perfect, but I still think it's an amazing item. And for anyone that's thinking of, you know, that maybe is new to Louis Vuitton, and you know, I know a lot of people suggest that you start off with something small, you don't go straight in with a bag if you're not sure about a brand and you want to get to know them, then I think this is a really good way to get into that. Similarly, if you want to try, they do these in monogram as well, so if you know, you're used to Louis Vuitton or you want to get into them on monogram, you're not sure, then again, this is going to be a really useful item. It's probably not something I'm going to do because they are more expensive obviously with them on monogram, and I've got a monogram one already, so for me that I would find that a little extravagant, but as an item I absolutely recommend this. I'm really pleased I bought it, and I'd say it's probably up there in one of my very top buys. So I hope you found that useful. Any questions at all, then do feel free to ask. If you want any further details on the bag, on the Mini Pochette, then yeah. So thanks so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.